that.
No.
Welcome back, everybody. It's last call, and it's been a long night. We had
some guy on the podcast.
We had some guy on the podcast.
Some unnamed guy.
I kept wanting to
Unnamed
say
guy.
a name, and I'm like, I don't have a name.
No.
I called him
Thanks,
Wrecky. I called him Wrecky Boy at one
Ball.
point. So
Well, I called him Billy, so there's that. I didn't, not on the podcast, but I was like, maybe that's going to be too rude. I
I
don't know.
did really jam with this background. It's blue and white.
Oh, we
Oh,
should
you
have commented
we
on
didn't-
that
we
in
didn't
the
call him
interview.
out on that, did we?
No. I thought he picked it up when he came back to start the program, but I don't think he did.
I think he was thinking we were talking about the Florida State crap he had.
Yeah,
Like, I
no.
think, I meant to have a bet with him. That if Tech won, then I would drink that crap New Realm hell of a lager beer on the podcast.
We drank those.
But if he if we
But at a
won,
baseball game.
when we win the game, that he would have to drink Golden Panther on his podcast. I meant to make that bet.
You say have
Maybe I'll-
to?
You
He'd
can
have the
message him.
privilege.
You can actually message him, or you can
Oh,
tweet
but-
at him, or
Yeah, I
X at him,
can
whatever
put it
that's
out.
called now.
I can put it. Maybe I'll do that on morning of. I'll put a little bet out on Twitter
Do the
that says, "Do the tweets." Yeah, make it.
tweets.
All right, we'll do that.
I'm in. Tim, are you in? You
Yeah,
think
sure.
so?
I can drink a terrible beer if we lose.
Are you going to be allowed to bring Georgia Tech beer inside of the domicile? And it's got to be in can. It can't be drank in a glass. You've got to actually.
Show that you're
Beer
drinking.
tastes better out of a glass, though.
It does. I don't
Does.
disagree with you on that.
Does. I always
All
ask.
right,
for a
no, I mean,
glass.
I'm in to drink at least one of these shitty beers.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right. I'll remind me, but I'll schedule a tweet to go out. But remind me to schedule the tweet to go out
Hey,
to
David.
annoy him. Not now, Ryan. Sounds like every girl Ryan's brought to bed.
Brian's excited.
There were
Not
no
now.
promises, only action.
That was good. I talked to him several times about coming on the podcast, but hadn't actually looked at his show at all, which I know I really need to do that before I invite people on. But
Yeah,
he's
he's podcast network guy.
But
We're good.
he's a college huddle guy, so it was just and when I was looking for a tech person, I couldn't find anybody, and then he got added to the college huddle after us, and I was like, this is my guy. And so just had him in the background of my head, whatever. But then I looked at his videos today, and he does a lot of short form videos, like little 2 and 3, 10, 12-minute videos about a lot of different things for Georgia Tech. And I watched a few of them, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's our people. He
When
seems like
He talked about firing up the podcast for the last 5 minutes of the game on Saturday. I was like, that's
Yeah.
a weird thing.
That's
like,
a lot. That's a lot of effort.
Yeah, like
It was-
that's just
I
an
think he's-
odd setup to even have like ready. You know, I don't know.
It's
Like,
a trend.
That sounds cool,
It's
but
trendy.
dude,
it's
it was
trendy.
pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So the video that he had was of him and like 2 of his buddies that you could. There was more people apparently in this apartment or house wherever it was, but it was like our man standing up watching the game, another buddy of his like right next to him. I think he does the podcast with him or something. But they had a projector playing on the wall behind them of the game. So the game was actually on a projector behind them.
Nice.
So I could see the game while they were looking at a TV or something.
oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And then like, he had his podcast up, but I think he was also streaming it on like on Twitch or Discord or something because there was a chat board going onto the side of it of people that were watching the game as well and talking about the game and stuff. So it was kind of cool. It was kind of a nice little setup. But yeah, he was totally talking all kinds of shit about how they're winning that game up until that they lined up for the kick, and he got super quiet.
I like
as
that
you do.
I like that he
Our bar did, and I don't think there was a Georgia Tech fan there, but it got quiet.
everyone got quiet. What's gonna happen?
There was that Georgia guy there.
Yeah, wearing his Georgia Tech shirt.
Oh, because it was white and gold.
It was white and navy, and it looked like there was like a gold logo on it, and
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
quite
yeah.
tell what it was, but like he just really looked like it was a Georgia Tech, like a preppy Georgia Tech shirt,
Yeah, he was pretty preppy. It's fine.
and but he was a Georgia fan.
It was a good time. We missed you, Tim. We missed you having out there watching the game. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Brian, did you get your burger? That's what I want to know.
I didn't. No, it was sort of a weird situation. Like I asked for the menu, I looked at it, I was ready to order it, and then the guy just never came back for a food order after I asked for the menu. So I just kept drinking.
You're like, all right, well, there's more beer in front of me. I'll just keep drinking that.
He provided us lots of beer, so
yeah. It just the timing was never right to actually order, so I never did.
And then they do the PBR the right way. So like I drank PBR the entire time heavily. My tab was like $16 when I left. It was fantastic. It was great.
Yeah,
it's the reason to drink PBR. Yeah, for an entire 3-hour game. That game lasted exactly 3 hours. It started at 12:09.
It went fast.
It started at 12:09 and went to 3:09. It was a 3-hour game, but they was running the ball. They
that's what happens.
Clock never stopped.
Yeah, and then I guess there was like controversial call at the end where the player was knocked out of bounds, and so like the clock did not stop because he was knocked out of bounds versus running out of bounds. And a lot of Florida State fans were pissed off because it would have given him like 40 seconds or something to.
I don't think I knew that. I thought I thought they changed some of the rules like at the last X number of seconds of the game or something.
I remember like looking up and there being 45 seconds left in the game, and then looking back up again and it was 5 seconds and they were going for the kick. And I think they ran the clock because the player was knocked out of bounds instead of being running out of bounds. No idea
that was a thing. That would piss me off too. I'd be so drunkenly just like screaming at people about it.
You'd be good.
He went out of bounds.
You'd be a great Florida State fan.
Well, I'm an even better Georgia State fan. So
we just don't remember the game
because I was too drunk to notice it even happened.
That's right.
Oh, so one of the things today at the press conference, or the crap they had with 929 the game being at the stadium today for the practice was they noted like this. Apparently, they're filming a TV show there, a Hulu TV show, and they have a football team that's the University of South Georgia. And so my immediate reaction is, I am not a fan of this.
No.
Sounds way too much. It's like the not the upper stuff, but like the bottom stuff around, like the padded walls around the side of the field. Yeah. I'll say University of South Georgia, and catfish, because their mascot is the catfish. The University of South Georgia catfish.
I love that.
I'm down with this.
And then the hashtag they had was #GoFish. And I'm like, this is so awesome. Like, I would literally buy a #GoFish shirt or make #GoFish shirts for whenever this show comes out, except for I don't like the idea of South Georgia being right
a real school or like trash taking.
But it's still blue and white. It was still like, it almost looked like it was like that same font that we have our Georgia State word mark in. It looked like the same font they were using for that.
I bet they figured if they forgot anything in the background, that if it was the same font, it would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Earthquake.
Funny.
Yeah, the #GoFish.
That's good.
So
it's cool that they're using it for that, though. I mean, we're making some money off our facilities.
I have no idea what TV show this is, but obviously I've got to seek it out and find out what TV show it is, and then watch it. Apparently, we film a lot of commercials there.
We do,
but I remember the Cam Newton one. I don't know what it was for.
I've seen a lot of football commercials or commercials at mall football fields, and I always look to see if it's Georgia State Stadium. And outside of the Cam Newton one, I've never noticed it being us, but I've been told that there's a lot of filming that goes on there.
I watched that new movie with John Cena and Aquafina.
The lottery jackpot or whatever it is.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be in California, but it was all filmed in Atlanta, and it's just all like it's all recognizable too. Like I'm just like, oh
You
shit,
see
that's that.
Summerhill. Is Summerhill
It's
in
cool.
it? Yeah.
It's like Baby Driver was like that too.
I-
You know, like you're just sitting there like, oh, they're in that turn doesn't go to that road.
What
What?
was I haven't seen Baby Driver, but was it not set in Atlanta? Because I remember it being all about being in Atlanta.
What, the lottery one?
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver's set in Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. No, I saw some fucking stupid article the other day, and they're talking about how like Texas is becoming like the new Hollywood, and I'm like, does this guy not realize that Georgia's been the new Hollywood for
Right. Two program.
2 decades now? Like you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention at all.
Yeah. And the only risk we have there is politics, which is sort of dumb. And
Yeah,
Texas
they
ain't stealing
can
it from us.
ruin it.
Texas is not better.
Whoa, those are fighting words you're saying where you're at.
I would imagine that Texas would have a hard time on getting movies being produced there annually because of like how hot it is fucking there. Like
Oh,
you can operate from like October to like February. You can do movies in Texas because it's not like 95,000 degrees.
it of course depends on where you are. Texas is huge, but like, yeah, it's fucking hot.
But even northern Texas is still like in the fucking Sun Belt. Except for that little weird Oklahoma part. I would, if I was Texas, I would just invade that part of Oklahoma and be like, it's ridiculous that you have a weird panhandle, and we're just going to take it. It's ours now.
They don't.
Mine.
Well, all of Oklahoma is just Texas, and they don't have to take it because like it just is. The only people who disagree are Oklahomans.
They get a lot
They
Sooners.
don't count.
They got a lot of
'Cause they're
tornadoes there.
Texans.
That's all I know. That's their whole claim to fame. It's just tornadoes everywhere.
Yeah, I think they actually was it Oklahoma. They actually Twister. They used like all the Oklahoma like research and crap to do their. I don't know. I read something about Twister and Oklahoma University of Oklahoma, OU,
idea.
whatever they are. All right, quiz time. There are 5 FBS programs that do not have university in their name. What are they?
TDS.
I mean,
Just because they're not a university does not make them and their official name, Ryan.
Oh, all right. It's not TDS. It's not trash down south. No,
That's their official
I
name.
don't know.
my bad.
Five FBS programs that do not have the word university in their official name.
Official name, because I'm thinking like
Purdue.
that's one.
Pur-
Yeah,
Purdue University.
no, it's pretty.
I don't know. I don't know if they do go by that. I know people call them that, but I don't know if they go by it. You said
They're-
official,
they're-
very like
Their
know.
their name is Purdue University.
Rutgers.
The University of Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Oh yeah, that's Army, Navy.
That's
Air
2.
Force.
That's 3.
Good
That's the Air Force Academy, the Naval Academy, the Army Academy, or Military Academy, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's 3 of them. You got 2 more.
Two
one.
more.
Oh boy.
One you should really know. One you should really, really know.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech is one. The Georgia Institute of Technology. Yes,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is there
And
another
there's
one
one-
like that?
kind of. It's Matt Ryan's alma mater,
Oh, Boston College.
Boston College. yeah.
Boston College. Yes, the only FBS program with
College.
college in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there not a college and university somewhere? Because I think we have like Middle Georgia is a college and university.
Middle-
I know they're not FBS, but
Georgia College and State University.
so
GCSU.
That's a mouthful. And a
Yeah.
bad mouthful at that.
Yeah. I think Boston College is the only FBS program with college in the name.
Hmm.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that is something I saw today. I thought it was funny, and I just
Well,
thought
and
that-
related.
You
somewhat.
read it on the interwebs.
I read it on the X. I think I saw it on the X is where I saw it.
On the X.
It was like, I
Man.
can read. I'm gonna read all kinds of things.
Yes.
I'm reading all kinds of things now. No,
I'm
dude,
looking at stats.
dude, I can tell that football season has started because the Twitter feed for our account is just like blowing up. We're tagged in stuff. There's replies. There's mentions. There's like repost all the time now. It's like hard to,
Chaos.
it's fantastic. It's awesome. So
Cool.
Chaos.
yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Let's get ready to drink for the weekend.
We'll see you guys on Saturday morning brunch, afternoonish.
Hopefully by 4.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you guys next week after the big win into Midtown. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Go fish.
Go fish. I like that.